In this quick coaching video, we give you the critical facts on how to prepare a resume, brought to you by Ruthless, Resume.com. Why should you listen to Unre? Unre built many multi-million-dollar companies. He built these companies based on the success of the people he hired and the teams he built. He believes that successful people create a successful company. He now does career coaching based on these same principles and knowledge, and consistently coach people into financially successful and emotionally fulfilling careers. Let's jump right into this 10-minute video. How to prepare your resume. First topic we're going to look at is align your resume with a company's resume expectations. Una, you want to make a few ideas around that?
Typically in the modern day, these many changes around resumes and processes, companies have a format that they prefer resumes in, and it's available for asking.
Yes.
Sometimes they don't even know that they prefer a certain format. So either it's on the web, or you can call the company HR and ask them which resume format they like. But you've got to be prepared to be responsive on the different types of resume, from the classic layouts, dynamic resume, etc., etc.
Yes.
And which other expectations do they have around information to use resumes in an easier, quicker way to get you the interview? So it's a simple question, a simple process, and often very valuable.
Then the three components of a resume. The first one, of course, being the classic formal. You should include your chronological experience and education and hobbies. Then, okay, let's talk about that one first. Why is that important? And remains important. Doesn't really matter.
If you look at the way people's eyes work on a resume, reckoning that you have 10 to 15 seconds to catch their eye, or not at all, or go to the dustbin, you need to have the resume in a recognizable format.
Yes.
Because that's what they look for.
Yes, yes.
In those key places on the resume, following the eye research for resumes, so how people read resumes, your chronological experiences, education, and hobbies must be easy to find. Then, in education, it's very important to note that most of us in the workplace have experiences which replace the formal education and enhance and supersede even.
Yes.
Now, how do you put that in as if it is education in your practical experiences?
Yeah.
It needs to be crafted.
Okay.
So once more, to gather the data through the processes we recommend in the links below.
Yeah, we're going to look at that just now, the golden three data, yeah.
You will find that you are ready to respond to any resume format that any company may like, but starting always with the classic formal resume. Although things are changing fast,
yes,
that stays.
Then the second one, that it doesn't really matter what resume format you use, this always needs to be there. What did you master in your previous positions and the results you achieved? Give the recruiter comfort.
It is basically the facts. Specifically, what did you work on? And you took a project from A to B.
Yes.
You delivered certain results and achieved things you are proud of. You responded to situations under stress. You created opportunities, etc. It's got to be factual, and it's got to preferably even have numbers. Okay. You've got to be a bit careful that you can't give your company's numbers out.
Yeah.
However, it's always practical to give enough information.
Yes.
So that you don't sound like everybody else using superlatives and generic words,
yes, yes,
which we call noise and fluff.
And then, although this is a coaching video about how to prepare a resume, the cover letter remains an important factor, and you say that one should create a cover letter that screams and shouts. What do you mean by that?
You know, when your resume is read, being opened up by that first paragraph in your cover letter.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to, I like to say, it's got to scream and shout at a recruiter, interview
To kind
me.
of keep on reading, interview me. Read my
Interview
resume,
me.
interview me.
You have to. So, once more, it is the underlying preparation.
Mm-hmm.
It is the crafting of every word, because they're not going to read a lot of words.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a saying that words can be the most powerful drug known to man. So yes, the words matter.
Yes, yes. And just a side note, your cover letter should pull your golden thread through from your cover letter to your resume. We're going to look at the golden thread just now, just to make the point that when we go to the golden thread, that you know this. Use it, detail the data from your golden thread in your cover letter right through your resume. And then the last topic on this one is resume reading. Eye tracking research shows the following: that you have about 10 to 15 seconds to grab the recruiter's attention. Using a classic chronological resume format remains the best format out there. It's the one that's most expected from recruiters. And of course, don't add any pictures of yourself to the resume. That just subtracts the focus on the words, the actual words.
The pictures tends to catch the eye, and they don't read the critical words.
Eye starts bouncing around all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at the eye tracking research. Now, on the left side here, you can see there's a resume, unprofessional resume, not using a professional format. And on the right side, here's the professional format, the one that we use in the Ruthless resume system. And you can see here the eye tracking, how it bounces around, it jumps around, it doesn't know where to go. It spends a lot of time on just bullet points here. That's not really that relevant. And then it jumps down here. You can see a lot of time spent on the blank spaces on the page. And then again a little bit here. Because the reason for that is because the recruiter doesn't know where to go. The layout is so all over the place. He does not know. There's no flow. There's no guiding him. And then on the professional side, you can see here, he spends a lot of time on the actual summary, resume summary or objective, and then is a breakdown of his professional experience, and he knows where to go. He reads the first block here. It's easy to read. The second block, easy to read. Third block, easy to read. So you can see fourth block, sorry. His eyes follow a much more regular pattern down the page. Now, let's just quickly jump into, for example, here's a LinkedIn profile. You can see when we say that don't put an image on your CV, you can see here there's the recruiter's eyes usually, they spend a lot of time on the image and not so much on the others on the rest of the page. So rather skip that image on your resume. I'm just jumping back to this. The areas that the recruiter spend most of the time on: name, previous position, start and end dates, current title and company, current position, start and end dates, previous title, company, and education. So those areas you have to have down and you have to have them right. And then the last topic is your golden thread data. And with the golden thread data, you enable the recruiter to understand how you made decisions in the past. And we get this golden thread data by talking to family, friends, people you reported to, and people that reported to you, that worked with you. Do you want to talk about these topics a little bit, Unai?
In one of the coaching videos, we highlight the different structures and information you can get people to give you this information quickly. They are like the mirror of life. They have observed you, seen you, and you'll be amazed what they think your strong points are.
Yes.
And that forms very powerful references that your friends, your family, people you've worked with said these things about you.
Yes.
Now, to get them to talk, you've got to switch on the brain's most powerful technique, which is to say yes, but, or be critical.
Yes.
Now, these formats which you use and the information you give them to trigger them we cover in specific subjects, but there you will find how you made decisions, how you were attracted to things, what you were attracted to, what you did about it. And everybody is always amazed when we go through it that this decision-making model, process response model, and what they are attracted to has tremendous overlaps, which forms a continuity, which overcome job changes and good jobs, bad jobs. It creates, therefore, a single focus thread, which we call the golden thread right through your life. So it gives the image of consistency, knowing where I'm going, and therefore gives great comfort, also enables the recruiter to help you avoid wrong jobs as much as help you get the right jobs. So this continuity, this golden thread is, to our mind, a very critical process, and we had tremendous success with it. Like in recent examples where people had an unfortunate number of job changes.
Yes.
Focusing on this constant element in their life gave the impression of stability, knowing where I'm going, which makes it very easy to hire you.
And it's always surprising the words that you get back that you never would have thought of to use in your resume when you follow this process.
We have the same experience when in our teams we do 360 reviews, where we create situations that's safe for people to comment about how they perceive and observe others.
Yes.
And very often the things that you think is nothing because it's easy for you comes out the most valuable.
Yes, yes.
It's amazing. It's just so consistent.
Now, we will have a link below to our blog post where you can get 5 to 10 summary questions on how to develop your golden thread. So just check out the description below. But if you want the whole step-by-step detailed process that we follow and take you by the hand, then go and have a look at the Ruthless resume system, also included in a link below. In conclusion, apply these guidelines and write a cover letter resume combo that get you noticed out of thousands. A time-tested warning. Your resume must stand out in some way. On average, you have about 6 seconds to impress the recruiter with your cover letter and resume. Use our advice and make those 6 seconds count. Take action now. The only purpose of a resume is to get you the interview. Do you agree that getting the right job now will impact the rest of your work life? Then why not write a resume that stand up and shout for you out of thousands of other resumes trying to steal your attention? Get the job that's right for you. Click the ruthlessresume.com link below.